Yeah. What up? This is Dr. Dre. The party's going on. Thank God it's Friday. Keep the heads ringing. Keep the heads ringing.
You better get up out of your chair.
That's right.
And work your body down.
Yeah.
No time to funk around, cause we gon'
Yes, folks. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Almost approaching the end of February, and you know what that time means? It means it's the episode 7 of, wait for it, the Retro Brothers podcast, man. Let's get a round of applause for that. Folks, on this episode, it's one that me and my main man, GQJamaal, just had a tremendous, week. Big congratulations to him. On this one, similar to what we did when we were discussing the Kid and Play, House Party franchise, how that became one of the biggest, like, classic films that emerged out of the 90s and did really like introduce us to a new culture of like fashion, dancing, the whole New Jack Swing. On this episode, we are going to talk about the impact of the Friday films, starting from Friday that came out in 1995, the sequel that came out, and the sequels that came out in the early 2000s. So we're going to dive in about the whole kind of like, the gangster style of that was really interjected into these movies, and also like the comedy, because that's one big selling point of the Friday films, the comedy films, and all these kind of breakout, stars that came out of this series. So yes, you really will enjoy this one. Be sure, like, if you do have any kind of like, if you have any like, comments, if you have any like memories of, watching the Friday films, you can get in touch with us on our social media. The details will be just below this episode. You can also follow us on our social media. It will be there as well. But with that being said, let's get episode 7 away. And let's hit it. All right, folks. How's it going? How's it going?
Yes, sir.
We are back.
Back again.
Yes, we are back.
Kobe Trice.
Again.
Real name, no gimmicks.
No gimmicks.
I'm going to say it all month. Real name, no gimmicks. 2 trailer park girls go running outside. Running outside.
Running outside. Yo, I've been in like, my girlfriend was just showing me 50 Cent in the club, and
bro, I'm in my death row bag, man. That halftime special was dope.
Right. I'm telling you, that was so, seeing them all like come out, man. Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, man. That was one of the best, best like of.
Man. Those songs that they perform never like age. They age perfectly, age well.
Never.
You can still play next episode. You can still play Steel. You can still play
Dre. Yeah,
Still Dre. You can still play all these records in the club. You can still play that.
Like the things.
They never.
Eminem, you better lose yourself in
the music. It goes back to reality. It goes gravity. It goes gravity. Chokes. So mad.
All right, man. I'm gonna dog into this, bro. We missed the introduction, man. It's all good because the Retro Brothers.
You know what it is. You know what it is. We don't need no introduction. Hey. Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Miss the introduction. Hey, because at the end of the day, they're mine.
They're mine. Back away because I'm gonna
fuck you up. The way you said that, like,
oh man. iconic scene from the second house party, man.
Then full force. Then full force, like they like
yeah.
they come in the party like, hey, get the fuck out my way.
Pee Wee Herman voice, man. Oh man. It's that guy.
Like, what you looking at, boy? Like campus security. Nobody make a goddamn move. This is illegal party, man.
Oh man, you know, I still say the reasons why the first two were so classic. Full forces involvement.
Full force involvement.
Yo, this punk motherfucker is throwing shit. I smell something. I smell something. So funny, right? Well, yeah, to like this. But you were just like even just before we started recording, you were talking about the Super Bowl, man, and like, yo, honestly, like the halftime shows, especially for me, you know, even when I was not even, you know, when I was back in the UK, it always meant something big.
Right.
Like, I remember the early ones when Michael Jackson, this is back in 1993, you know.
Yeah.
I remember when he just popped out on the stage, you know, and he's doing the songs from Dangerous, you know, at the time.
This Super Bowl special, they're in West Coast. They got represented. That's territorial. That's territorial. Territorial.
Oh man.
Like people were getting mad about Dr. Dre, you cannot say fuck the police, or Snoop, you cannot wear Crip colors. I'm like, bro, like, you know, Eminem.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what these guys are known for? Like,
trust me.
Snoop does not care. Dr. Dre does not care.
Not care, man. Look at the catalog of, like, you know, before. You need to because like it's just, you know, what it is, bro, TQ. Everything's now. Everyone has an opinion now, you know. And they think
everyone wants to be heard, be all up in the scene.
Oh, all up in the video.
All up in the video, dancing.
You know,
living in your ear.
You know what I mean? You know, I'm tired of it, man. Just talk to the Retro Brothers podcast every day.
Retro Brothers.
That's it. You know, but yeah, like I said, man, they always want to critique everything, man. Right. So it was a fine, man. And I even watched like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Shout out to the people's chat, man. He electrified the stadium, man, just before. You know, the rest. It was an excellent Super Bowl show, man. Definitely.
Yeah,
without a doubt, man. But man, GQ just mentioned, like, you know, he talked about Snoop Dogg, he talked about Dr. Dre, Eminem, who came a bit later. Mary J. Blige was in the mix, you know, at that time. But where I'm going with this is, at that time in the mid-90s, we, as the viewers, the audience members, we were gifted with one of, hands down, no money back guarantee, you know, one of the best comedies, you could say,
of all time.
Comedy can only be Friday, just Friday.
Not Thursday, not Thursday, not Saturday.
Just Saturday. Just Saturday.
Yes, Friday, man.
Friday. Viennas for my Spanish listeners, because I know we got those up in the rich team for my listeners. Viennas. You know, all right, man. Vienna's, like, this Friday that came out in 1995, man. I always say, what were your first impressions by this? Friday.
Man, Friday. I first watched Friday when I was kindergarten or first grade. I was like about around 6, 7 years old.
Right.
First impression, because the first time I seen Friday, my dad, he had the VHS tape.
Same.
But the difference was he had the USA version, the TV version. So they edited all the curse words, edited all the like smoking scenes. So this was my first introduction of Friday. I thought this was like one of the funniest movies I've seen, ever saw, next to House Party.
Yes.
It was Friday. I'm like, we seen Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. Chris Tucker really stole the show of Friday.
Completely.
Between him and John Witherspoon.
Yeah. And they were the huge highlights.
Yeah.
You know? And you know why? And I'm glad you mentioned this, GQ. Like similar to House Party, this was the first time a lot of people got introduced to like Chris Tucker, John Witherspoon, Regina King, what we
Anna Maria Hartsford. She was in the Wayans Brothers.
In like mid,
because she was like second season.
Because they had the other security. They had the other security guard, and she came in, you know, after, you know what I mean. But yeah, there was a lot of breakout characters similar to the House Party, the original one in 1990. You know, Friday showcased a lot of these like upcoming, these new, you know, comedians, new actors later. So it's an amazing film. Similar to you, bro. Like my parents had the VHS cassette, you know, so I watched it in UK. So again, I had this on Poetic Justice. I was watching it way too young, you know. It was rated R, you know, so I was watching this like at 6-7 years old. I still always felt it was funny as hell, you know. Chris Tucker was hilarious.
Yeah, Chris Tucker really stole the show. Like, freak yourself, fool! Like, look what you did to my curtain.
Yeah, Chris Tucker, man. Oh man. So, like a little like background history, which like a lot, you know, people who've seen the NWA movie, what they know is like Ice Cube was working on this script, like when he was just like, you know, breaking away from, you know, WA, you know, so he was away from them, you know, he was working on the script, and, you know, big shout out, like, I don't think this movie could be as excellent as it was if it wasn't for the direction from F. Gary Gray.
Yeah.
You know, I think he ended up directing Straight Outta Compton, big classic as well, Set It Off, which came out, you know, in between, you know, but yeah, you know, what did you think of like the direction by, you know, F. Gary, because I think this is his first movie, you know?
Yeah, F. Gary Gray, usually like directs like music videos, probably like West Coast music videos.
Right.
So it was good to like see him do Friday. Then after that he did Set It Off.
Yeah.
He directed Set It Off.
Yeah.
Very, very talented director. He directed Straight Outta Compton, which he did like that was amazing. Like one of the top like 3 biopics. Yeah.
I only wish he had come back to do the Tupac film. I only wish.
Man. I mean, after watching All Eyes on Me, I don't think it's that bad. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the worst. But it's solid.
It's like
after a few viewings of watching it, it's solid.
I think the issue the people had with the All Eyes on Me is like Tupac already appears in Straight Outta Compton and Suge Knight. You know, so if you wanted to like add continuity, like okay, these are like in the same, you know, universe, like why not have the same actors who were in Straight Outta here?
Because they did with Biggie.
With Biggie, you know, so it just felt, if you watch Straight Outta Compton and then you watch All Eyes on Me, it's such like a downgrade. That's where the issue.
I thought All Eyes on Me was gonna be this blockbuster hit.
Yeah.
Because when I seen the trailers, like, yo, this shit's about to be good. This movie's about to be good. Then watching it looked like they were like jumping scenes.
Yeah.
You know,
skipped a lot because they did do a bit of that in Straight Outta.
Yeah.
They didn't explain so much about, you know, Dr. Dre had like a past, you know, let's just say that.
Yeah.
You know, so they didn't highlight, they made him kind of like the hero, you know, in that film, you know, him breaking away. So they didn't explain too much of that part of Dr. Dre, but it was still a movie. But yeah, man, maybe I got to see All Eyes on Me again, possibly.
Right. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
But like, But back to the first Friday film, and as you said, F. Gary Gray, you know, was excellent. But what's attributed to this film is this was like possibly like the height of that whole, you know,
gangster rap.
Yes. You know,
which I appreciate about the music.
Yeah, you know, Ice Cube was this like force, you know, at this time, man. He had like you know, just listening to now, you know, it was a good day. You know, one of my favorite.
It was a good day.
Yeah. You know, Oh man, yeah, he did the
Yeah, I didn't
soundtrack.
even have to use my AK.
Yeah, it sounds
I
like
gotta say, it was
AK.
a good
Good
day.
day. Dun, 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 dun.
One of
Just
the most
looking
greatest
up in the
songs, one of
morning.
the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They've always debated when this good day was, but it could have possibly been on
Right.
Friday, It could have been on Friday, like it's
But I got a beat from Kim, and she
yeah.
can do it all
Oh
night. One of
no.
the most funniest lines in that song is the third verse. Felt on a big fat fanny.
I
I'm like,
need this. See your daddy.
the way he said it, like,
Oh man,
man, we put
and
so much emphasis.
yeah, and bro, even just the way and the music videos,
Yeah.
I know I say it all the time, but
Hey,
it's a
man, speak your
fact.
piece, bro. Speak
It
your
is a
piece.
fact, man. The music
Yeah.
videos at then had these like mini stories. It felt like it
Mm-hmm.
was a movie, and just even at the end of Ice Cube, it was a good day when the the SWAT team, the police, they all
Right.
come at the end to
Right.
his crib, man. It was just a highlight, man. But like, yeah, you had like, Ice Cube with the gangster rap. This was the height of like, the West Coast, East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
Battle Tupac and Biggie, around this time, and it's like you had those other like even like the rap, even would you say even GQ, like even the rap groups, they went from like, I hate to say like, Kid and Play, and they went to more of like could say like the brand Nubians, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's more of that,
That,
edge, that street kind
yeah,
of,
the edgy.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know. I was like, that was a big change, and the thing is the years weren't even that big. Like from like
Mm-hmm.
House Party, Kid and Play to Friday midnight.
Yeah.
It's like it changed, a
Yeah, it
lot.
did.
So yeah, man, like Friday, man. What I want to figure? I said this like on my review is I love the whole thing of it's just one day. It
Yep.
starts from the beginning. And what's funny? I even
Yeah.
listened to the commentary, like few of the actors, how much they got for appearing in Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like John Witherspoon said he only got like about $1,000.
5,000?
5,000,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. No one thought this was going to be a hit,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, because they thought, oh, it's hip hop involved. It's
Yeah.
not going to sell. Too much cursing.
Yeah.
Too much vulgar language. Oh, there's weed involved. No.
Yeah.
Sex. No.
There's no.
Like Ice Cube proved them wrong.
Yeah. Shows
Yeah.
what these like studio
The studio
executive heads,
Yeah, they think they know what's hip and what works. Like, no.
No. No. You know what I mean? Right? It's yeah, man. Like I think like the main narrative of like Friday when I really look at this, like Ice Cube, shout out to Craig. He got fired for
Craig.
stealing boxes.
Oh man.
Oh man. It's funny
Got
when he's
caught stealing boxes.
boxes.
It wasn't even his fault.
Yeah. And it's like
What the hell you stealing boxes for? You trying to steal a clubhouse? I know you ain't go out like that.
Yeah.
Hell no. You ain't catch me on tape.
Man, we
Talking about pressing charges. Like, damn, you gotta be a stupid motherfucker to find out your day off.
See his face, when he's benching, and he's just like, man, just shut the fuck up, man.
Like, and here comes Chris Tucker, like, God damn, man, look at, like, here comes Neil Long, Neil Long jogging,
man,
slow motion,
Neil Long,
like,
man,
hi guys,
like hi,
like hey.
Oh man, Neil Long, man. Who people forget sometimes she was in Boys in the Hood. Some people, yeah. Some people think her part is so short, but she was in. The first
started off with Ice Cube
doing that, so it was really cool, like her playing. Because one thing we're gonna talk about, obviously the sequels, but Neil Long was the first of the love interest, the one that Craig was at. What did you think of like Neil Long in this first Friday?
Man, Nia Long was about the shits. Nia Long was like about to fight Debo.
Yeah.
Debo beat up her sister.
Yeah.
Debo beat up her sister.
Oh man.
Yo, like, who do you think you are? Like, you treat my
Yeah.
sister like she was a fucking man.
Yeah. She's like, you're lucky I want a man. You're lucky I'm not a man. I'm
gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like,
man.
He's like, you better take your
You take your ass home. Like, no, fuck you. That's crazy, man. This is not a review, bro. This is just, we're just talking
about the highlights.
This is just talking, man.
God.
This is ESPN.
I always talk, man. Skip Bayless.
Stephen A. Jackson. Stephen Jackson. Stephen A. Smith. Smith.
And Shannon Sharp, that's the one.
Shannon Sharp.
He's like, Skip, he didn't do it like, he didn't go for the long roll. Skip.
Like Craig grabbed the brick. Craig grabbed the brick, and look check out the distance between how he threw the brick and the brick hit Debo. That was a critical hit. Like, man. my man's down for the count.
For the count, man. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Down goes Frazier.
Down goes his. Pop goes the weasel. Pop goes
like I seen off of Maury, give me a bucket of fries, 2 chillings, and a bag of sunflower seeds.
Oh man, he was. You know what I love so much about that? The commentator. I think I hear a phone ringing.
Man, bro.
Did anyone get the name of that bus?
We're gonna have to review season 1, season 2 of Martin.
Sure.
Just review each season.
Yeah, I'm so on that. There are some dynamite episodes. I think we gotta do some commentary. Watch the videos together.
We gotta do some justice. I
swear. But man, oh man, and the reason we mentioned Maureen, because Maureen was playing the same time this movie came out. So,
right.
It's very linked, So if we stay on Nia Long, so you got Nia Long, who's pretty much one of the main, actors in this.
That was my favorite. I think that was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Girls that Craig holler at.
Craig got with, same. I agree. I always loved her and this Boys in the Hood.
More personality.
Yeah, I always felt Nia Long just had when she would, even when you saw her in The Fresh Prince, she stood out from Will's girlfriends before because she just had more of a, she ain't gonna take BS. You know what I mean? Yeah, she just felt like a strong. You saw what happened to Will. Yeah.
The
bowling alley. He's like, okay, Missy Snipes, how about you take yourself out of here? And
wow. The way he just stole off Will, it was just fast.
Yeah, oh my gosh, it was Will Forge. He was a Power Ranger, he said.
Yeah. Will was just sitting out the chair,
yeah, he just
fainted,
like that hurt.
Oh God.
Oh man, but yeah, Nia Long was creating that. For a lot of people, this is possibly, it's either the Rush Hour film or this, when they first got introduced to, hey man, Chris Tucker, hey man, yeah, when he's doing like that. Oh man, what are your thoughts on Chris Tucker, man? Because he has a very interesting career,
Yes, man. Chris Tucker had so much potential to be one of the greats.
Yeah, man.
It just his flame lit, went out.
Yes.
After the Rush Hour movie. After Rush Hour,
I think
2,
the second
maybe?
one, man. Rush Hour.
Yeah, he peaked Rush Hour 2. 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
That's when he peaked.
That's what I'm saying,
But
man. Like he was in man. For a lot of people don't know, like he first appeared in House Party 3. You know,
yeah,
there's that little cameo. He also appeared in Hanging with Mr. Cooper, which is like
yeah,
1992, just a little scene in that. Then, around after the Friday, appeared in Dead Presidents, with
oh
Larry
yeah,
C. Terrence Howard. He appeared in Fifth Element with,
Fifth Element,
and a film I've always loved, Money Talks with him and
Money
Charlie.
Talk.
Yeah, it's a classic, So, but yeah, as you said, like I don't know what it was, by 2002, when Rush Hour 2, because Rush Hour 2 was a success,
Yeah,
not even just in the Western world, America, it's a big success in Asia,
yeah,
like you could say Chris Tucker became a household name,
yeah.
after that movie, but he took 5 years away from
To
movie
do a third one, which
Rush Hour
was
3.
not even good. I mean, it was it was barely solid.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was passable. Let's say
passable.
compared to
Yeah,
the first two, but I don't know what it was because what they said, like about the Hollywood actors, he was one of the top actors getting paid 20 million
yeah,
for Rush Hour 2. That was his
yeah.
salary, and I was like, I think when he got that money compared to what he got in Friday, possibly
Mm-hmm.
it may have got to his head. Who knows?
Right. Got too comfortable.
Yeah. Because he disappeared, and I think like that's because I felt like that was his role for the taking. That like that Kevin Hart role.
Yeah.
Like I think Chris Tucker, because Chris Tucker was. I love Dave Chappelle, but I would say where his weakness is, he's not a good one in movies.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah,
They should. Yeah, they should have some hit and miss
hit and misses.
movies. I mean, yeah. He's a side character. He's good at playing side characters.
Pretty much, every film you see him, Nutty Professor, Con Air, Blue Street,
Undercover Brother,
Blue
Street.
Yeah. ah! Well, all I can tell you, sir, that he's gay.
He's gay. He's gay. Yeah. Like that's it.
But
this fool Miles. This fool Miles owe me $50,000.
Yeah, I don't say it.
If I don't get it soon.
But yeah, as good as Dave Chappelle was, I think like he like him coming back now, with all these specials, it really, amplified, his status. But bro, there was a time, man, Chris Tucker, if he kept that momentum from Rush Hour 2, man, I love Kevin Hart, but I think the difference would have been way too much, man. Because not many two black actors have that kind of success. Like he can go to China and that, and they know him, This is what I'm saying. So he had no, Kata. We're about to.
I can't believe I put $50,000 for this shit.
Oh man, just is he called El Capitan. When he was trying to go after the oh my gosh, the chick in Rush Hour 2. Man, he's trying to go after her, and he's like, I think he showed her the badge. He's like, show it again. I didn't get look at me.
I didn't get to see. I didn't get to look. Like
great chemistry, man. Victoria's Secret. I love Victoria's Secret.
Girl got class. I love Snoopy.
Oh man, them two Rush Hour 2, man. That was.
Hey man, when we do these podcasts, I be having these ideas, man. We're gonna have to review Rush Hour.
Oh man, for sure, man. I think it all links, man. We're talking at the beginnings of Chris Tucker, and then Rush Hour. 100%. That's one down the line, but. Yeah, going back to Friday, as we said, so much. Chris Tucker, man, he stole the show. Pretty much. A couple years he was on the Def Comedy Jam when he killed it. Hey girl, come here, girl. To the Michael Jackson impression. It was killing.
Like Michael Jackson was a pit man.
Yeah.
Like, come here, girl.
I could this. I said, come here, girl. But he destroyed it. That disco.
Yeah.
He killed them, man. And
yes, sir.
Yeah, him in this. I said this in my review, bro. What I saw from Chris Tucker in this, everyone has had in some shape or form a friend like Smokey.
Right, man.
You know,
everyone has that always got them in some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Smokey was careless, man. He did not care about anyone.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he pretty much, if you analyze Friday one, he got Craig in this whole deep
over $200.
Over $200.
Like, you mean to tell me you couldn't get? He had $100.
Yeah.
He's like,
oh, it's so.
Yo, Craig didn't. Hold on. Didn't Craig get paid the previous day?
That's what I was saying.
How are you, bro? Right now, what happened in that 12 hours?
Yeah, he didn't have to pay rent. He was living with his mom and dad, you know, in the house. So, God knows, man. But like, Smokey, man, he was just like, he's like, I'm going down. You're gonna go. He said to Craig, I always laugh at this. He said, oh, you know, Big Worm. He said something like, we gotta pay him. What is this we, man?
What is we?
We?
He's like, you know what happened? Craig got fired. Craig got fired today. Like,
what the fuck? That got
to do with me. Like,
Big Worm even said, play with my butt. It's like play with my emotions.
Play with my emotions. Like,
yeah. Oh man, shit, man. But man, like so, like Chris Tucker, you know, in a way, man. I think definitely what holds this film so much together is like I think Debo, you know, like just that neighborhood bully.
Oh, Debo, Tiny Lester, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man. You know, it's a fantastic performance, man. Like him I see imagery of
Debo, what you got on my phone, homie?
Yeah.
I want to spend Red's money.
Red's money.
The way he punched Red, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it's over here. Move. Yeah, over here, homie.
It's over here, homie. It's like, it's over here, homie. Like,
yeah. Oh, Chris Tucker, that I you got back the oh, you want some too, man?
Like, you want some me too, man? Huh?
No.
Hey, that was one of my favorites. Hey, Friday had so many great one-liners. Like, no, like,
no, yeah,
or yes,
yes,
yes, yes.
When Ice Cube was like on that button, it's like, here, you always go get this. Yes.
Hey. Hold on. Hey, the way the way Craig was looking at Smokey, like he's like Craig, like you know the windows, you know the Windows like sound or something like that, the logging off sound, like like Craig like logged off for a second.
Yo, hold up, what's that?
The Windows XP sound.
Yeah.
Yo, Craig logged off for a second, like
yo,
like Craig.
Craig, when he runs inside and he comes out and he's like, I thought I heard the phone ring. He's like, damn, you know. I ain't even supposed to be over here. We'll get somebody locked up. Like, come on. Oh man.
Like, you want some Kool-Aid? Like, you know I want some Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Craig opens the cabinets. Like, you smoke my weed too?
Am I tripping? Nah. Huh?
He said no.
Oh man. It's hilarious just to even talk about it.
Man, I don't do that gay shit. Like, you go to my house and get some Kool-Aid. Like, yes. Yes.
Oh, bro, one line is, bro, what do you feel? Rest in peace. You know, this is the other AJ Johnson, the crackhead. Yeah. Oh my God, man!
Bro,
and he was
my favorite thing. Hey, I reviewed Friday, bro.
Oh,
yeah. I said this is one of my favorite scenes. It's the liquor store scene, like the liquor store scene.
Oh my god!
When he entered the liquor store, for those who don't know, F. Gary Gray, he makes an appearance in Friday, so he's the
janitor,
store owner.
the store owner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's like mopping, and here comes Ezel just walking on the like already mopped floor. That would like piss me off if I had to like clean something.
Yeah,
and you just
walked over and
walk through it. I'm like, he looks like Ezel already pissed off.
Yeah.
Like my man just walked through the floor,
man. Slips down and he's like, "Fizz, my back! Oh, my back! My back!
Yeah, you see his facial expression. F. Gary Gray when he's like looking at him, like he's already pissed off. Like, man, get your punk ass up.
I want he was like, man, I want 185. Well, we can start out with 20 bucks.
Like, how did you lower the prices? Like 150,000 to 20 bucks. Like, yo.
Oh man, he said $10 on the jawbreaker. He was insane.
He said $5 a pack of envelopes.
Oh man, shit. He was.
It's like, you know how much money you can get for a slip and fall in the store.
Yeah.
Like, man, you need to stay off that crack, man.
Damn, he was big, man. It's even added off. Like Chris Tucker's right. You get to make it like
Chris is already mad because his mom sent him to the store. He gave him $2.
$2.
So Chris Tucker's already pissed off.
Shout out to Chris Tucker's mom, man. She's like, oh yes, you know.
Hey, there was a deleted scene.
Oh right.
Craig. Yeah, Craig already he's already freaked out by his mom. Yeah. So there's like a deleted scene. Go check it out.
Hey.
But yeah, then Smokey comes back from his room. He's like, man, come in the room. I know you don't want to hear this shit. He's like, you need to get up and cook.
Yeah.
He's like, clean up and do something.
It's just, and that looks, it's just like, I'm going to whoop your ass later.
He said, you need to get your ass up and cook. Clean up and do something. Man, Smokey was pissed off during the whole movie. Like, man, you old big worm.
People are like, play. The mom, different to play at House Party 1. Yeah. Yes, so I'm like, don't chill.
Hey, New Line Cinema had a thing about pissing characters off. Yeah.
Oh man, so bro, man, I'm definitely gonna mention this well, man. John Witherspoon's, man.
John Witherspoon, man. There would be no Friday without John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby.
Yo, baby, I know you look too good. Yeah. Oh man, he just the way he spelled it out to Craig. Look.
Yeah.
What your role is today is job.
Job.
J-O-B. Get a job today, yeah? Okay. I ain't trying to be no dog.
Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in that goddamn refrigerator, eating all the food. That was like the first scene I remember about Friday. Like, all the chitlins, all the collard greens, all the hog maws. I want to eat some of that shit too. I love pig beef.
Yeah. And he was going to throw the milk. He's going to throw the
stereo away. Like, what are you doing?
Wait.
What are you doing? Like, throwing this away.
Wait.
We have no milk. You better put some water on that damn shit. Like, take the trash out back, son.
Oh,
what is wrong with him?
Yeah. Speaking of the trash, man, you remember that kid? The kid, he was just like,
the kid.
Yeah. He was pissing off. But he
had his ass whooped.
Chris Tucker was not in the mood, man. He was like, when he finally got his ass up. Oh man.
Took the belt off.
The belt off, yeah. I'm gonna show you the type of some trash shit. I'm gonna show you.
Like, hell no, like, get off me. He pushed Craig like,
yeah, whoosh.
Like, damn, Chris, what's that same energy when Debo was talking about that shit? What is that same energy when Big Worm was just punking you?
I swear, man. Like, Chris was just, man, full. So imagine, they already had this, they had to do with Big Worm and Debo.
Big Worm, yeah.
That's what.
And Craig had to find a job, too.
Yeah. You know, that was like, it was even the same because they had probably one opportunity to get that money when Smokey and Debo go into Stanley. You remember Stanley?
Yeah.
You know? Can you please stop stepping up my cracks?
You then, punk. I told you Stanley was acting funny lately. Stanley left his window open. Yeah. Like, nah, man, I'm on probation, man. Like, stop being a bitch and come on.
It's like, what? Okay. And he was cursing it behind his back. When he turned around, just looked around like,
oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
God. Right, man. Yeah. And even, bro, like, what the guy Debo uppercutted, I forgot his name.
Oh.
He took the chain.
Yeah, he was a co-writer of Friday.
Oh, right.
DJ Pooh.
DJ Pooh, that's the one. He appeared in Truth to the Game. Ice Cube, you know, when they were dissing MC Hammer.
He also wrote The Wash.
Okay, that was
he wrote The Wash and 3 Strikes, I believe.
Right. So it's a writer. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, man, his role was as legendary as the other main characters. Just his, like, man, when he took
his grandma chain.
Oh man, why you taking my chain, man? Shut up, or I knock your ass out.
Hey man, give back his chain. Like, what chain? Yeah, what chain?
What chain? You know, he just
what chain? Man, let's jump him.
Is it?
Like, I got mind control for Debo. Yeah. He'd be like, shut the hell up. Like, when he leaves, I be talking again.
Yeah. It's the way DJ Pooh runs back to his, like, you know, it's like a hoopty, you know, like a little
little hoopty.
Like a hoopty, you know. Oh man. You know, it was a killer, man. But definitely. All right. So one thing that was really cool the Friday was even the introductions to the girls. You know, so you got video long as we talk about. You got Paula J. Parker, Joy. Let's kick it. The way she just meets Chris Tucker for the first time, man. She's just like, she moves her hair, you know, that she just got extended last night. She's just like, oh, what? Oh, man. Just, man. But,
shit, man. He didn't have Craig's back, bro.
Yeah.
Joy came up, like, he was up there. Instigating.
Like, letting this happen. And he was with Neil Long inside.
Yeah. Like, hey, where Craig at? Oh, boom. Oh. He in the house.
He in the house.
I'm wow.
Yeah.
It be your own people, bro.
Yeah, fun. But Joy was already cheating anyway. This one, like, you know. So, it's just weird. I've always found that funny. Most of them who always say like, you cheat. They already got someone.
Right.
Yeah. So that was always interesting, you know, how turned up she was, and she was doing her business elsewhere, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so you got her, you got I almost slipped my mind. Miss Parker, you know, she was
Miss Parker. Let me talk to you, Miss Parker. Like, see, the weed let you know that evil lurks.
Yes. Bernie Mac, man. What was
Bernie Mac, man.
Bernie, there was something in these, like, those films. He appeared in Booty Cole, just a little cameo.
Yeah, Cruiser Man.
Yeah. Like, even it's just these small, like, cameos, but iconic.
And he was still the show.
Yeah.
He was in House Party 3. He stole the show from House Party 3.
Show. Yeah.
Yo, it's those little cameos.
Yeah.
It just sucks that he was gone too soon.
I know. You know,
like he gave us the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, man. Even another one I forgot to. I don't know if you said this, but you know, you see that How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy.
Yeah, How to Be a Player.
Yeah,
Players Club.
Players Club. I remember How to Be a Player.
Comedy.
Yeah, he was killing like. Do you know Pierre Edwards? He's on like Comedy Hype. He was he was laying the verbal onslaught to him. He was like, your mother is really a man. Like, you know, he was trying him, man. Bernie, fool. But yeah, he gets it on to the break of dawn with Miss Parker. You know, oh man, what did you think of Miss Parker? Because I think this is probably the originate of where the MILF came from. You know, like,
yeah, Miss Parker. Yeah. Like in my Chris Tucker voice, Miss Parker was fighting the motherfucker.
Yeah, I was snapped the
like,
dust of that.
I
can't believe he said that.
Like, hey, Miss Parker, like, hi, boys. Like, when you gonna let me fuck Miss Parker? Like,
what'd you say?
Like, what? Oh, nothing.
Oh, man. She was...
Like, Miss Parker don't know.
Yeah, it was like...
She needs a young...
Yeah. Highly feel for the fool. And the most hilarious thing about that is when you find out who Miss Parker's dad is.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
He appeared in the Martin. I forgot his name. He appeared in Martin. He appeared in the Skid in the Living Colors.
Yeah. It's in Bad Santa with Bernie Mac.
Bad Santa,
yeah. He's been there. But
Uncle P.
Yeah. He was around, but like that was just like when he was Bernie Mac was running away.
Yo, the way he threw that break.
Yeah.
He had accuracy, bro.
Perfect. Yeah, that was a Cam Newton throw, man.
Yo, he had that Hail Mary throw. Like, he had some accuracy, he had some strength.
Yeah.
He's like, goddamn devil. Like, yeah. Like, baby, I was just playing.
Oh man, you know, and then I probably she was fine though. The last one we got was it's funny because I don't know if anyone ever watched House Party 3 then Friday because they come out a year apart. But Angela Means.
Angela Means Felicia.
Bye Felicia. She
like,
in House Party 3 is a complete different character.
Right.
So to see her in
she also went.
Yeah.
Because of Skeeter. Yeah. You're seeing her in this like raggedy character mode. I'm like, yo.
Just me.
Like, yo, Craig, like, can I borrow your microwave? Can I borrow your VCR? VCR? I want to dump the Mac.
The word when she said she wanted to borrow the car, Chris Tucker's just like, what kind of shit?
Is that?
Most people ketchup.
Ketchup,
sugar,
or even mustard.
Yeah, you want to borrow my car? Hell no.
You need a job with your broke ass. Always smoking up shit.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like, write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Craig. Bye, Felicia. You just told the shit. He wasn't about that. Bye, Felicia. You know, fuck. Man. So, like, yeah. I mean, like, what happens as, you know, again, I'm not going to recite because we both done reviews for the first movie. But, like, definitely, what did you think as well, like, with the whole ending of it? You know, because they like, the two main, like, you can say villains of Friday. The first one is Debo and Big Worm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's that epic scene with the drive-by. You know,
if it ain't that hard.
Yeah, you know that was insane. It was intense. You know when they were hiding in the lake. You know, they're just like, I don't want to look at it. Look at it. That was
the first one. The first one out of the three was more intense. I feel like you can learn something from Friday, especially that speech where John Witherspoon and Ice Cube. This is all the protection you need. You win some, you lose some. Like, you win to fight another day. You think you're a man with that gun. I'm a man without it.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It was again similar to House Party. You know, it was comedic. But you remember when Robin Harris was giving that speech to, like, you know, kids.
Keep your mind on the books. And off them gals,
you know. Yeah. So it was nice how they brought that in, you know. But definitely the final fight between Craig and Debo, that was, especially everyone watching on the block, very intense.
Right.
You know, it's super intense. But I will ask you this, you know, because I've actually never finished. When you've seen the first Friday, Do you think it needed a sequel, especially when you see the first one?
Yes and no.
Right.
Friday could have been perfect by itself. It really didn't need a sequel, but it was cool to see like another story from Friday. I mean, next I really don't care for next Friday like
right
that.
Too much. Yeah. All right. That's where my next question is, so 5 years after the first one, again, this was a sleeper hit. No one thought this would have got to this cult status, studio thing, so like between the second Friday came out in 2000, and one of the big notable differences is like Smokey, Chris Tucker, he's not here, Chris Tucker in between Friday and the second one, he did Rush Hour, he did Money Talks, he did Fifth Element, so his star was really on the rise. So it's like and next Friday was like Ice Cube's project, what I mean? He had his own director, it was done by Cubish. I reviewed next Friday, cheap plug, it's on my YouTube channel, Rich Van Z. Just type it out on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can do that.
Update your wallet.
Yeah, update your wallet, so if you check next Friday review, what I said about the film was similar. Like, I felt the first film ended nice. However, it was nice to see Mike Epps, because that was the first time, seeing Mike Epps. It was a different film. But that was my say. What are your overall thoughts of next Friday?
Next Friday.
Yeah.
I haven't reviewed next Friday. I've reviewed Friday and Friday after next. Go check it out. GQTV.
Yeah, exactly. It's clips going on TikTok, folks. It's clips going on TikTok.
For those who have been for those who can't see, listen to the podcast. Check out my videos. You know. But for next Friday, like I said, I was in elementary school when I first watched Next Friday.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to really think about Next Friday, but growing up, seeing it more, it was an okay sequel. To be honest, it was good seeing Mike Epps for the first time. I thought he was a lot funnier as Day in Friday After Next.
Right.
I said that in my Friday After Next review.
Yeah, it's like he stepped it up even more. Yeah.
Day, iconic character.
Yeah.
Not like Smokey, but he's a iconic.
It wasn't
character,
a copy of Smokey. That's why I love it. It wasn't like, in House Party 3 where they put that stinky just to cut people out. Yeah. Just didn't work. But like Epps was
was a character of his own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, he sprayed the pen.
Do you think who was like of the new inclusions in Next Friday? Debo returns, of course, but what did you think of, you got Pinky's driver who never did he didn't pass driver's ed, he's just like, whatever, motherfucker.
Oh
my God. Yeah.
Like, say it again.
Yeah. Which is? So you got Pinky, Tamela Jones. You got Tamela Jones from Booty Call and Blue Street. She was here. You got the rapper, Afro Puff, who is there.
You got Stinky Fingers.
Yeah, Stinky Fingers, and you also got the Baby Jokers. Like, I know you said how Chris Tucker stole the show. I really love the inclusion of the Mexicans, the Baby Jokers.
Chico, get your stupid ass over here.
Yo, that make a joke. I said, Oh my gosh. It was nice, man.
Like, you hit my dog.
Yeah.
You hit my dog.
And I was like, he did that to you, man. Yeah, you gotta get a thing. But I'm in agreement with you. I do think the first one was way more intense near the end, with the drive-by people. With the second one, even when they were with the the Baby Jokers, it was serious, but it still had more comedy. You know,
Right.
'cause you remember they tied them up. Remember they tied Mike Epps and Roach. You know.
Yeah.
And like
remember, you gotta remember, next Friday came at a time where the gangster rap was over with. We just lost Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
Next Friday came out in 2000. So you have like the shiny rap era,
like the
South
rims.
was,
The rims.
Yeah, the South was coming up.
Yeah. He's talking about like the exhibits coming now. DMX's.
Eminem.
Yeah. So it's a different
style of comedy change.
It changed. It's so evident just in those short 5 years. You see, differences.
Like the Parkers type of comedy. So So I felt like next Friday had some slow moments.
Big time. I felt like the whole time. There was a time period they spent like way too much at the house. Especially you agree
when they were like smoke.
Yeah, with Uncle Elroy. I love Elroy.
Uncle Elroy. Yeah,
he was funny.
It's Uncle Elroy.
I don't care how high you get. I'm gonna show you who the real Puff Daddy is. But there was a period like they spent way too much. There, then they go pink floor, and at the end, but like, there was funny moments like the auntie, the sugar, like
like sugar. Like, what the hell? What the hell you doing with my nephew? Like, Negro, what you doing with my girl? Like, sugar, what you doing with my nephew?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like baby X-rated. It's a nasty time.
Yeah. We'll be back in a minute.
It's nasty. Like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Yo, can we talk about Ice Cube's fit, bro? Ice Cube had like one of the worst fit in Next Friday.
Yeah.
That jersey.
I know. Again, as you said, this in the 2000s. What was the big thing? It was these jerseys that
fashion
and the do-rags. Everyone was busting these. They would wear the do-rag and the cap over their head, man. So it was so all the clothing was so baggy during the early 2000s, and just these clothing and that.
There was a meme that said, "Man, in Next Friday, man, they could have gave Craig a better fit."
Yeah. Oh man, it's hilarious, man. But like I think Next Friday it's a cool sequel. Nothing touched the first one. Like my biggest gripe was just the love interest, like who, the secondary. I think her name is Lisa Rodriguez. Like I just still think to this day it was not worth it for Craig to go all. He got
Craig was a simp, bro.
He was all of that, just for. I was like, man, she wasn't needed long in the first one, man. But so it was it's cool, but definitely I think the one now when people look at more sequel, which is still the last one today, Friday After Next, which came out in correct me if I'm wrong.
Tastes so good, it will make you want to slap your mama.
Oh, this came out. Which year was this again? Was this
2002?
2002. 2 years after, What were your? I've already seen the review. Definitely check it out.
What was my
first impression?
First impression.
Yeah,
man, I hated Friday After Next, man. When I first seen it, I did not care for Friday After Next, but
over time,
right? But at the time, but now I love Friday After Next.
Yeah,
like I understood jokes more. Like Mike Epps was funny as hell throughout. He stepped up the character. Made me enjoy Day Day more.
Yeah. He took his nonsense to an old time high.
Yeah.
Where he's stuffing, people in the parking, man, it's just like halt,
Yeah.
he was just a nuisance in that film, man. And then again, big like seeing like Cat Williams. That was the first time I saw Cat Williams. Even Terry Crews. First time.
Crews.
Yeah. You know,
like Craig and Day.
Just
two niggas I want to see.
Man.
Like give a brother a hug. Like come on, Craig.
Yeah.
like why you just slap? He was just like slowly slapping Day.
Yeah. She's hands. As intimidating as Debo Tiny Lister was, Terry Crews, yo.
Yeah.
Ooh, man. I was when he was dancing to Tupac, you know.
He's like Tupac, yeah.
If you were here, I would, you know, man. Insane, man. Trust me. Like so like Friday after next, the main thing with them is they gotta pay their rent because they gotta
pay the rent, man.
Yeah. Gotta be evicted by what's it? The lady who was from Martin and House Party. Miss Pearly. Yeah, Miss Pearly. You know, and they get the security jobs in the holy donut shop.
Holy moly donut shop. Like not on duty. Not
on duty. You know,
top flight security of the world, Craig.
Oh man. Flashlight is. But yeah, so they did.
Hey, like, what do you think we look like? Like some rental cops. What about the rented titties?
Yeah. Oh my. You know what was so hilarious when they kept to say what happened to the last security guards? Well, what happened? What happened to the security? And even like I said, I really loved the party at the end. I thought that was a nice. Like, it brought a bit of that house party vibes, you know, of like the house party. You know, and Cat Williams and Terry Crews in the bathroom, you know, it's insane. Do you remember when Pinky Pinky comes in? He's like, what's up?
Man, you see how Day just like when he seen Pinky, he's like quickly like knock somebody over, like, yo, what's up? Like
oh man, but yeah, Friday after next, definitely you'd have to say it's just more. It doesn't enjoyable. Drag. Yeah, it doesn't drag. Like, as you said, there's a lot of dead air moments in next Friday.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just every scene is exciting, you know, because it has a lot of characters, and I love inclusion of Cat Williams and KD or Boris. That was the tall sister with the green eyes. Major improvement. You know, from the second one. So it was really cool seeing all them, you know what I mean? And definitely Ricky Smiley, you know.
Ricky Smiley, good Santa. Like what the hell are you doing in my kitchen? Eating a big ass sandwich and shit. I'm Santa Claus, man. What the fuck is the milk and cookie? Like you ain't no Santa Claus. Oh man!
And even remember the gang that was coming to beat up the security guards. Do you remember? Yeah. And then we could beat up Molly. He's like, oh, help me, please, help me.
Send a message to the last security guards.
Dodo, where were you? And fired him, man. But man, Friday After Next, man, it's definitely
definitely enjoyable movie, man.
With the show. But all right, so what do you think is the reason? Because they say so much like, there's gonna be a Friday 4. You know, they said like last Friday, they're trying to get all of the characters. Why do you think?
Too late, man.
Yeah,
why do you think?
Yeah, like why do you think they never made a 4th Friday?
Because everybody was a big star. After Friday After Next, like Ice Cube was Ice Cube. John Witherspoon did Boondocks.
Yes.
Mike Epps was huge. Neil Long, Bernie Mac. Well, Bernie Mac was gone. It was just timing.
Yeah.
Then John Witherspoon passed. I'm like, man, like you can't make up Friday now.
Yeah, Witherspoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the iconic?
And I heard the studio got involved. Like,
right. So trying to make a studio. Yeah, man.
But Ice Cube, you created Friday.
Yeah.
Like you created Friday, but like what's going on?
Yeah. That can be sometimes the hardest thing when like something is I call it like sleeper hits. You know, it wasn't meant to be a success. When they do make sequels now after like a House Party 4, like studio wants to get so involved. You know, because they can only see the dollar signs, of this, so that's possibly, the issue.
It's hard to like recreate those scenes, the magic that happened in Friday.
Yeah. As you said, the gangster rap was like at its peak.
Yeah.
At that time, the music, the movies and that. So like to recreate that,
kind of like the barbershop. Like it's hard to recreate the first one, second one. It's hard to recreate Rush Hour, House Party.
Exactly. It's
Coming
like
to America.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about this, like the Coming to America too. 30 years after, man, it was like
I thought about reviewing Coming to America. I'm like, you know what? Is that should I even waste my time like to review it and create a video? Like,
it's very hard, man. Like I watched an interview from AJ Johnson from House Party, and she said like you should, with these classics, they should just not be touched. You know what I mean? Honestly, like just leave it for what it is, because I think you kind of ruin the legacy of if you attach something of it, because So I mean, so what would you say, like from the like a ranking, of the Friday series, and also I'll put this in the favorite characters. So like possibly if we say like a ranking
my top 5 characters.
Yeah, top 5 characters.
Top 5 characters in my ranking of Friday.
Just to wrap it up.
Okay. I did this with my Friday reviews.
Yeah.
So this goes to everyone who's new to the podcast that never like heard my rankings. So number 1 obviously is Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, come on. Yeah, best storyline. You can learn from Friday. There's hidden gems.
Yeah.
It's funny from beginning to end. As soon as Craig gets up out of bed, puts the slippers on, knocks something over, slams the door to the Jehovah's Witnesses, and then they're like, man, fuck you like half dead motherfucker. I'm like,
legendary.
So, legendary movie. Then number 2, Friday After Next, because I thought it was a good sequel, better sequel than Next Friday. Mike Epps really stole the show.
Yeah.
He really took this Day-Day character to a whole new level, and it made me like Mike Epps as a comedian. I mean, he's good at movies. Stand up
is like it's a bit average.
Like,
I think honestly, just to even interject, I think it is hard to have like someone who is good at all. I think only Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, but even I was just talking about Dave Chappelle. He's a killer at stand up, but the movies,
like Chris Rock,
Chris Rock, stand up,
like all right, but movies, he's like,
So it's like it's very difficult for those comedians to. That's why they would categorize them as like, okay, it's the like best stand up or best movie comedian, you know. But it's like Eddie Murphy's possibly, that's why he's so revered, because he was the one who could have like Delirious and Raw. Then he could have Coming to America, what's it, Naughty Professor, Beverly Hills Cop. So he really was the jack of all trades.
For real. And number 2, Friday After Next. Solid story. And last, Next Friday. It could have been better. It had some funny moments, but it was dry most of the time. And One of the best scenes was Michael Blackson, like,
Oh,
try again,
yes.
motherfucker.
Yeah, in the record store.
Do you know
man.
who you're fucking with? Do you know who
Winnie
you're fucking
Mandela.
with? Try again, motherfucker.
Some ugly ass black dude.
Like, I'll go post on this bitch. I'm like, yeah, get your hostile black
Man,
ass
what
out
is
here.
this?
Like, biatch. Like, oh shit, oh shit.
Shit, I
Like,
can get jiggy with this. Just a bitch ass thing. And he runs away.
Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, but yeah, next Friday, last.
Yeah.
But as far as characters, my favorite character, number one, Smokey.
Ooh.
Number two, I would say Day Day. number number three, Ezel.
Ezel, yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Ezel. Number four, it would have to be Debo. And last but certainly not least, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Willie Jones.
Willie Jones, yeah.
Willie Jones.
100%, man. He's a legend comedian, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least for me, the rankings is, I think maybe earlier when I was younger, I possibly would have put Friday, next Friday, then Friday after next.
Yeah.
But now after seeing it, because I watched this like around Christmas time again.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I can see why Friday After Next is a superior film to the second.
Yeah.
It's just non-stop comedy. The third one, Yeah, I'm telling you, for the beginning, the second one, it just had some moments where it was just,
Friday After Next had more quotables.
More things. Yeah. Man. I was just like, even that scene where Ice Cube finally gets Katie Overt, the hot girl from with Cat Williams, and he didn't have the lock for the door. So
like, you got any condoms?
Oh, he's a joker. So I love Friday After Next, man. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So, for sure. So man, of the characters, this is a hard one, man. Yes, Smokey has to be up there, but Smokey. It's hard, because I really love Day Day as for the movie, and especially seeing him twice, So much as I love, because I do think overall Chris Tucker is the better comedian.
Right.
Well, I think for what Mike Epps meant to the Friday series,
more character development.
Yeah, especially from the second and the third one, man. I may put Mike Epps at number one, Day Day, for sure. Man. Yeah. The Day Day number one. I gotta put my man Smokey, Chris Tucker, second. Oh, I gotta put a girl in. I really like Nia Long in the first one. I really thought she was just like none of this like fake strong, female characters they say. Now she stood up to Debo, so that was the real original, super, woman or like Wonder Woman. She was the one. So Nia Long, hands down, the first one. Uncle Elroy, I got
man, I forgot
Elroy.
Uncle Elroy.
Oh man,
Elroy.
He was killing it in the
Cucamonga.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why are you celebrating this white man's holiday, man?
Like, hell no.
Yeah.
It's like praise.
Uncle Elroy out.
Elroy.
That's that relationship with him and John Witherspoon. It's like, yeah, bro, what's up? Are you still stepping in that dog shit? It's like,
but the kids be getting yours. It was cold out loud.
Yeah. Now, why are you using pistols, man? You're using the sticks, man. You're gonna miss with your stick. I ain't gonna miss with this pistol next Friday.
Man, that older brother, little brother love, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish the second one stuck more with that, But you got pretty much the whole of the movie of like, Willie Witherspoon, like, trying to get to the suburbs, after so he's out of the second one a lot more than he is in the third one. So I really wish the second one focused more on like Elroy, this new character, and Willie. If that was more like, maybe the second one would be better than the third one. But last, definitely not the least, John Witherspoon, Willie Jones for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So definitely, we covered a lot on the Friday series. You heard it from both of us. We definitely said we agree that the first one is a classic. It's number one. Especially later, we've said that, like, for sure, Friday After Next definitely slots in at number 2, and then Next Friday, which came out 2000. So yeah, man. So any final thoughts on like the Friday series, or if they do intend to make some kind of series or like a short, or like, what do you think of the whole
Friday? They
did
try to do like a commercial of like a new Friday, but I don't think it will work. If they try to make another Friday, it wouldn't work because of the absence of John Witherspoon passing away. It'll just
too much of a hole. Last one as well. Comparing this to the House Party series, which is better?
Oh man, we
say
man. Dang, that's hard. House Party had some solid. House Party had one solid sequel.
Yeah.
What do I go to the most?
Yeah, I mean, if you said like, okay, you got to. Yeah. It's tough, because
House Party, man. I would say a tie, man.
Yeah,
it depends on what day it is. Like,
if it's not on Friday,
House Party on Monday, I gotta watch Friday on a Friday.
True.
Yeah.
Because I think, I think we talked about this even when we did the House Party. The first originals are classic. It's really hard to say House Party won on Friday, which is a better film, but like with the sequels, man, I would say the sequels in Friday beat. Oh no, that's difficult, because if I slide Class Act there, and it's hard.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You know what I mean? If I exclude House Party 3 and I put 1, 2, and Class Act, it is
Friday After Next beats House Party 2. As much as I love House Party 2, I thought Friday After Next was more funnier than House Party 2.
Yeah.
So
it's I'm even now.
If you're gonna drop Class Act like in the 4-pack, like House Party 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, House Party 1, 2, 3, and
Class
House Party 1, 2, 3. In Class Act, then you gotta throw All About the Benjamins and with the Friday pack.
Pretty much, because
they came out at the same time.
Yeah, as Friday After Next, isn't it? All About. That was like the Class Act to the Class Act version. It's the same characters, but just in a different,
And remember, they did. I don't know if you ever seen Jakey Promoters, Mike Epps and Ice Cube stars.
Yeah, that was later on. With the even the girl from the rapper. She appears in this in the. You say she keeps calling him Day. So that is hard. Now, when you just mentioned, I shout out All About the Benjamins. I love that film. I got that.
All About the Benjamins. Hilarious too.
It added the nice action. It put the action. It was the comedy. So it was really. And again, that would have never been made if the popularity of Mike Epps and Craig. So, but back to that. What is superior, House Party or?
You have to say Friday. Oh man,
it depends what day. Bro. It depends what day you watch it. I love Class Act.
I love All About the Benjamins. I love Friday After Next.
Yes. I love House Party 2. You know, if I can watch it back, I still think House Party 2 is, you know, it's a solid sequel.
Underrated.
Yeah. Watch them together. 1, 2, class act. You know, definitely House Party 3 is the weakest of the whole film.
Yeah.
So Friday and
next Friday is the weakest.
You know, next Friday is the weakest. But man, it's so tight. You know, it's really like apple and oranges. Like who can,
right.
You know, really. So I think that's the question that will be always asked. You know, House Party.
Right. What franchise was better?
Yeah.
Throw Class Act in or throw All About the Benjamins in?
And yeah, when you put those two in, I still think we would be debating that, you know, forever. So yeah, I think we both can solidly agree where it's a tie. You know, it's
a tie.
Complete tie. Yeah. Well, yeah, folks, man, we're gonna wrap that up. What I would like to hear is, you know, you like hearing the podcast. What do you think was better? Because we did House Party. We did our House Party Force on Kid and Play and House Party series a couple episodes back. You know, you can go check that one out. You know, and yeah, you know, you can message, you know, me and GQ like what you think was the overall better franchise. You know, we'd love to hear, you know, your takes, you know, your thoughts on it. You know, so that would be cool. So yes, folks, man, that's about it for today. You know, we want to thank you, love, for, you know, sticking on the road.
Thank you.
You know, really appreciate, you know, as I said, man, we're doing the podcast every Friday. We always got a new episode.
Every Friday, no pun intended.
Yes. It could be Friday after, it's got to be next Friday. The
next Friday, Friday after next.
Friday after next, you know, it's going to be on, you know. So, yeah. And as I said, man, keep a shout out for our YouTube channels. You know, as we're doing the podcast, we're also putting regular, you know, content of retrospective reviews and even new reviews like GQJamaal for the Bel Air reviews. Definitely, you know, go check the, you know, his channel, go check my channel, go subscribe.
Check out Rich Man Z's channel. He got that deep cover. He got that 187.
187 on the cover. Yeah. Don't stop. Dog. It is one day. You have to watch that soundtrack music video.
Watch the music video.
Watch the music video right now. Yes, folks, and appreciate, you know, this is Retro Brothers, man. And we, for this episode, guys, we are
out. Move on and get your groove on. It's the DRE, the spectacular. In a party, I go for your neck, so call me Blackula. As I train, a niggas juggle a vein and maintain the lead blood stain. So don't complain, just chill. Listen to the beats I spill. Keeping it real enables me to make another meal. Still, niggas run up and try to kill it will, but get popped like a pimple. So call me Clearasil, I wipe niggas off the face of the earth since birth. I've been a bad nigga. Now let me tell you what I'm worth. More than a stealth bomber, I cause drama, the enforcer. Music floats like a flying saucer on a 747 jet. Never forget, I'm that nigga that keeps the whole panties wet. The mic gets smoked once you hit a beat kick with grooves so